Sagittarius, welcome into your reading. Okay. Nine of Cups is what glimpsed at me, which means wish fulfillment and desire. We're talking about you in this reading. So let's see what's going on. When I say I'm talking about you, I'm saying this reading is really going to reflect on who you are, how you feel, what your reactions are to a certain situation. When I see odd numbers, then it's also bringing in the other energy. So let's go ahead and see what's going on and see why it's telling me these things. But we're going to go into the last week of August, which is the eclipse season. Sorry, this video didn't come sooner. I was very sick this week. And I needed like 3-4 days to recover. Yeah, this eclipse season kicked my ass. It still is. I'm still recovering, so please forgive the coughing in advance. I need to know the situation for Sag Spirit. That's interesting. I see you're trying to manifest something here for your future, but simultaneously, I feel like you're afraid to do something, not take the risk. You're not willing to take the risk in regards to a certain situation. So you're kind of keeping your eyes peeled. You're keeping your eyes like on the lookout for more information. You're stalking, you're talking to people, you're getting more info. But you're not making any kind of like bold moves yet, which is interesting to me. All right, but you are still trying to manifest something for your future. That you want as an end result, whether it be something within your career, your job, or your relationship. Now, what's coming in for my Saggies, please? This last week of August during this eclipse season. 5 of Cups. 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Okay. Some of you could be arguing here with a person back and forth. Like you see challenges, blocks, obstacles. And it's like you're struggling to remove them out of your way. There's 2 5s here. So it's telling me you are going through something challenging. You are finding something where you're feeling guilt and regret attached to this. And the guilt and the regret is not necessarily because you did something wrong. But it's attached to the feeling of like, oh, I wish I did this. I wish I did that. I could have done this. I could have done that. It doesn't matter what had happened because that thing that's meant for you won't pass you by, Sag. So what you need to do is turn around and see that you have other forms of abundance to work with. And this is why you're struggling to get rid of these challenges. You're too focused on, well, you will be because it's in the future position. You're focused on something that from your past or a certain situation that you're still holding on to. Whether it's an old career, a finance, a way of thinking, a person, a relationship. You're feeling bad about it, and you're trying to get rid of the blocks and obstacles between the two of you, but you're still holding on to something. And sometimes it could even be resentment. All right? But soon enough, I do see you walking away from this situation because it doesn't emotionally support you. It's not emotionally giving, like, at all. Which is probably why I saw the 9 of Cups peeking out at me. It's about your self-fulfillment. It's about your wish fulfillment. Yes, this stuff is all about you. How you're perceiving a certain relationship, how you're perceiving a certain situation, how you're perceiving a scope with a friendship, a job, a career, a business. All right, what is the surprise this week here for my Saggy, please, during this eclipse season? The Queen of Cups. You're definitely in love here with someone. Or you're feeling love towards a person or a situation. I do see you emotionally mature and available for someone. But again, like I said, this requires you to leave something else that doesn't fulfill you. We'll see some more when I clarify this. But I feel like this is something you're keeping quiet. Something you're keeping in the shadows. All right, we'll see. Let's see what the advice is here for Saggies. It's a little secret you're holding, huh? What is all these pentacles we got going on here? a lot. All three, in fact. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Pentacles. All right, slow and steady is definitely going to win the race for a lot of reasons. Because as you do this thing in your future, you're laying the, what's it called? The brickwork or the foundation before you in order for it to be stable and structured for you, Sag. All right, plus the slower you move in this scenario or situation, the more the other person is going to reveal themselves to you. And if it's not a person, then it's the situation itself will reveal itself to you, because you're giving the person or the situation enough of time to catch up with you, because you're not really running away. You're walking slowly. You're taking your time. All right. Moreover, you keep working on you. You keep doing you. You keep working on your craft, your hobby, yourself, your shadow side, no distractions, because the thing that you're doing here, whether this is work related or a relationship, you're churning it out. You're not even noticing that all this stuff that you're building, repertoire, money, finances, experience, knowledge, reputation, it's all building and you're not even noticing. But do that. Keep your head down. Don't look at what you're accumulating. Just keep going. All right. And 7 of Pentacles. It's time to reflect on the thing that you've been investing in. A person, time, money, space, place. Is it worth it? Should you keep investing in it? Now, I want you guys to apply this theory with, say, perhaps you're dealing with 2 people, especially if this is in love, right? You have some ex or an old person, and then you got a new person. It's probably time to move it along from the past into your future with the new person. This is why we're in the middle of eclipse season. The first one brought you stuff. This one, at the end of August, takes away stuff. So it's the stuff that you hold on to that you're going to move forward with post-eclipse. All right, so you got to pause and reflect what you want to move forward with. You keep working on you. Slow and steady is going to win the race. All right? And the 8 of Cups is still shining bright at the bottom of the deck, walking away from the things that no longer emotionally serve you, especially the person's not even talking to you. If you said a thing to a person and they haven't responded to you, what's to talk about? What's happening? You know what I mean? All right, what is the outcome of the week here for Sag? All right, this thing that I think that you're afraid to leave or take a risk on is what's also holding you back from moving forward. Because you know that the second that you do this, there's no turning back. It's there, the 2 of Wands. But you're struggling to do the future thing versus the past. All right? You are healing, though. Definitely. You are healing from something or someone who hurt you profoundly. So this is good. You're like, I'm not going to juggle 2 things. I'm not going to deal with this stuff. It's time to cut my losses. I'd rather do this alone than just deal with this chaos, this lack of inner peace I have. And it mostly feels like that. Like someone's taking away your inner peace. Like it's like chaos to you all the time. And it's like stressful. It's not like, where's the emotional happiness in this thing? Like, why am I doing it? So this is why you're struggling to leave something or someone behind and go forward. We'll see some more what this is talking about. All right, Spirit for Sag, I have the Page of Swords and the Fool, please. Those of you who are doing the extended, there is no more selfie. There is no more monthly fire signs. Please don't do that one. I have taken everyone off that subscription. So now it's only on YouTube or the one-offs. All right, let's see what's going on here for you guys. This requires glasses. The Queen of Cups. Okay, the Queen of Cups has come out again like it is right here. You're coming from this really beautiful space, Sagittarius, like this loving heart, like your heart chakra is wide open. You know, people can fake the funk, but this is really real. All right. This is a real version of you. But again, you're struggling to end a chapter. I mean, maybe you think that you have unfinished business or there is unfinished business, but you're struggling to close this book, this chapter behind. Obviously, there's a lot of value attached to it, but Nine of Swords is here. It's stressing you out. This is what I was talking about earlier, your inner peace. It's being robbed. It's like, oh my God. But there's a new project on the horizon. There's a passionate new beginning. Passionate new beginnings is with a person in a relationship, hot new person, or a job, or a prospect, or a project. It's fun. It's exciting. And it's coming in. And this is why you are in this place where you really got to consider what you're eclipsing out. I want you to consider Sagittarius all of last year and the beginning of this year, because you already were going through the foundations of change last year. You started implementing the changes at the beginning of this year. But here we are to the other half of your new life. Do you get what I'm saying? So now this is the transition for you. Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups here for Sag. King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. Doesn't have to be an earth sign, but this is somebody very grounded, very earthy, has their shit together, financially, mentally, physically, all of the above. Big structure here, right? This could be a boss or a lover or someone you're dealing with that is representative of these energies. King of Wands. Okay, here's where I thought we had two people. Here's person number two. Fire. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Exciting, passionate, chemistry, good looking, attractive, attraction. That's what we got here with this person. Justice. Karma. Things being fair, things being balanced, course correction in life, divorce, separation, things we do in court, child support, alimony, whatever it is, it's going to be fair and balanced for all parties involved. Okay? This is why I think you're afraid to move forward. You're dealing with two people. I'm pretty sure one is your past and present, and one is your present and your future. Now, you're like sitting here saying to me, well, no, duh. Obviously, that's my concern. This is why I'm still here listening to you. But I'm telling you, your future is telling me the reason that what is holding you back, what's keeping you stuck. You got two people, one you're holding on to. One, you're trying to get rid of the blocks, challenges, the guilts, and the regrets, because there are two people involved. And one does require justice. It does require separation. And you're sitting there stalking to see what you're going to do. You're eventually going to turn that fool upright. You're going to take that risk and leave and not have anything lined up. All right. One is unrequited love. One is a lot of chemistry and attraction. Now, those of you who are fighting with your heart and your mind, one you have true feelings for, but then the other logical side of you is saying, but this is stability, this is structure, well, this is passion, this is chemistry, this is fire. All right, let's see what's going on here with this Queen of Cups. One is divorce, one is separation, and then the other one is the new person. I'm reading for a large audience, okay, guys? So I just want you to consider that. So you're not all in the same predicament, but that is pretty much the scope and the common thread. Now, Ten of Wands is here and Six of Swords. Your mental, I told you, you guys are not going to be able for long to deal with like somebody robbing you of your inner peace or a situation robbing you of your inner peace. It's just mentally, you're like, no, I know me. I can't function like that. I'm not going to do that. It's just easier if like I just do this. I mean, I'm already, and you're being guided by your own planet, Jupiter, by the way, bringing you that luck, like a ray of light. Plus, not to mention Jupiter also hitting Leo for the whole year, a fellow fire sign. All the fire signs are going to benefit from that. So for you, it's kind of like a beacon, like a light showing you the direction you should be going into, because it's going to ease you. It's going to make you feel like things are just light or fluffier, even though it's like, it's sad and you have regrets for the way things went down. It doesn't matter. All of this has a purpose and all of it has a reason. See, 10 of Wands is telling me you feel overwhelmed. You feel burdened. 6 of Swords. So you're trying to mentally disengage and leave. You feel burdened because you're dealing with 2 people. You got to let one down and go forward with the other. So yeah, you're at that crossroads. You feel bad that you're leaving something, but you're going towards something else. This is for your betterment, Sagittarius. This is the right course of action, because the direction you're taking, Sagittarius, it's not just only beneficial to you, but it's for the greater good of humanity. The way it works, it's the craziest thing, because whoever you're meeting in your future through this new person, through this new situation, you're going to bump shoulders with somebody else that benefits another person. You know what I mean? Like it's, I forgot what it's called, but it's like the trickle down effect. And it's also you evolving. It's also you growing. It's also you not stagnating. Now let's see what's going on. And the world is changing and we have to change with it. And you are one of those signs that is easily adaptable to things like that. All right. And you could be attached to somebody that is changing in a different way, going down a different path. And it's okay to say goodbye to that too. 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the 8 of Pentacles. Hermit. All right, Virgo energy here. You should be taking a step back to reflect. You need to do a lifetime out. You need to go recharge. I don't know if you need to go take a trip by yourself or you need to just like take some time out at home, go to the beach. I don't care what the weather is like. Just chill by it so you can meditate. But you need to physically keep going, but slowly and surely. And you keep working on you and reflect. It's time to go. You need to retract so you can see the big picture. To see really what is what. Okay, if I stay with this person, it looks like that. If I go this way, I don't know what it's going to lead to, but that's my risk. I see unrequited love at the bottom of the deck. 4 of Cups. No, thank you. Not for me. Not interested. Spirit's like, make sure, take a second look, because this might be something you might like. 2 of Wands. Yeah, I think you're kind of struggling to like keep working towards and putting effort into a specific relationship or a person or a situation, which is work, career, business. Others of you, yeah, it is a relationship. Friends, siblings, lovers, spouses. Apply. 7 of Wands. Somebody here is very defensive or resistant. You are going to be vindicated and validated, Sag. That's why I'm saying if you do this Knight of Pentacles slow and steady, this person is going to have time to think and reflect and be like, oh my God, am I stupid? I'm going to lose my Saggy. And then in comes the Ace of Wands. You have an interesting eclipse season coming towards you guys. Spirit, tell me, what are we going to talk about for love? In the extended, we go into your person that you're thinking about, thoughts and feelings and actions towards you. It's just love-based, the extended. And then we deep dive on this for Sag, Spirit, with Tarot. Love yourself first. Absolutely. Because somebody is taking advantage of you. Chemistry. When you love yourself first, you have enough of love to give out. Not only that, you're emotionally healed. So you're also emotionally available. But that comes from a place of loving yourself first. When we don't, that means we allow other people to take advantage of us. And that is never a good thing, because then this is where we get depleted for giving out love to others. All right, Spirit, I promised I'd come back with the oracles. Not a lot of people like oracles. I personally like them. I feel like they always tie back to the advice. And if they don't tie back to the advice, it shows me something I missed. You guys need to hear for that week that we're reading for my Sagittarius. Please. And yes, I do have to read from the book. I don't have this whole thing memorized. But I happen to like this one in particular because it's really good. If you have a problem, I'll put this in descriptions. But if you have a problem buying this deck, amazing, super cheap. It's not that expensive. Shuffle, whatever pops out, that's your advice. I kind of like it. Meditation. We spoke about this. Going to the beach, even if it's raining or snowing or whatever part of the world you're in. If you don't have a beach to go near to, go near a park, a pond, a bonfire, in fact. Get mesmerized by the fire dancing in the light. All right, be still and listen to the sounds of the pulsating energy as the life force inherent in all things signs and send her song to your sweet soul. All right. In the darkest, inkiest of night, I, Nyx, make my magic and weave it into the world. This is a time for non-action. Do nothing and find quiet within your heart and wait. It does go back to your advice. Take a step back. Be a hermit. Time out on life. Move slow. Very slow. Because you are represented in the deck as the Knight of Wands. All right. This is the opposite energy of this. That is fast. That is passion. That is in. That is out. This says, drag your feet, please. Now is the time for quiet contemplation. You won't miss anything if you stay quiet. Be still and know that I, Nyx, Goddess of Night, am always with you as you discover your magic in silence. Boom. Love it. Always love this deck. All right, guys, that's what I have for you this week. Thoughts, feelings, comments down below. Everybody else, I'll see you over at Extended.